Hello there.
Hey, happy Marriage Monday.
I don't even know what week this is of quarantine.
Eight,
Um,
nine, I'm not sure.
because for most people, quarantine means staying at home, but we're in an
Right.
entirely different home now.
Yeah, which means all sense of time has gone out the window.
Yes, but we are doing this on Monday. We've
Yes,
got our breakfast thanks to Wayman and his donuts from
coffee.
VG Donuts. And we're in San Diego. This is our first Marriage Monday from San
I know,
Diego.
we made it.
Yes.
And we're freezing. You can tell we're wearing sweatshirts.
Yeah.
It's like 68 degrees and we're cold, but we'll adjust.
Oh, it's so cold. But a big, big thank you to the Father's House.
Yep.
Each of you that have come out and bringing us things like donuts
Oh my
and
gosh,
has
goodie
helped us
baskets.
unload our first pod. We got our second one coming today.
Yeah.
And then it's just the unpacking, which is
Yeah.
so easy, right? Unpacking.
My gosh. I'm one of those people that when stuff is just a mess, I am like beside myself. So, yeah, we've been living, we had packed everything up and we're living in a house with nothing, which was relatively kind of easy because you're just like camping. But now we're so excited to be getting our stuff, but there's just so much stuff. And now we have
Lots of
to
boxes.
sort through it and find a new place for things. So we're surrounded by boxes and stuff that doesn't have a home in this house.
Yeah.
And it feels a little chaotic.
It does. And I think that even if you're not moving, and maybe you're like at this point, however many weeks it is, you're like, I'm ready to move anywhere outside of my house. I think God might have us all in a season of unpacking,
Yeah.
right? So what advice would you give to those that are kind of in that unpacking place where they've got all this stuff that has now come to the surface
Right.
because we're all in our
Schedules
homes,
have
right?
changed.
I was just
Yeah.
reading an article about the level of divorces increasing dramatically because here was the wording: forced proximity. I'm like,
Yeah.
at one point
Yeah.
it wasn't forced.
We laugh, but it's true.
We chose to
No,
marry
it's
each
true.
other
It's true.
way back when, but now it's forced proximity
Right.
because the government is saying you need to stay home with your family.
Right.
And all of a sudden, all these issues that have just been kind of packed away in
Right.
boxes, they're now all being brought out into the light.
Yeah, and it makes life messy. And I think
Yeah.
we were talking through this today. Like for me, I'm very unsettled when things are just all undone. Like it's just, it's a value of mine to have my home in order. And so we are just, driving, talking about this. And I just said, the reality of when, not just when you're moving, but when life gets overwhelming and issues start to rise, is you just have to start somewhere. And it sounds really simplistic, but like for us, it's just one box at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get overwhelmed when I think the breadth of what I have to do over the next, week or two just to get us settled in. But it's literally just, the answer is as simple as one box at a time, like just one box at a time, and just start. It's like Dory from Nemo, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Like you just have to start.
Yeah.
And attack it. And it's not going to get better until you address it.
Yeah, and I think there's probably two responses. There's that response of, I'm just going to take this one step at a time. Or there's the other response, which is, I'm just going to drown my sorrows in donuts.
Yeah.
And pretend there's nothing to do at all. Let's just shove that box into the corner.
Hide it somewhere.
And pretend it's not there.
Yeah.
And I think if we're going to get anything out of this time, it's that you and I would be able to be honest about what's in the closets, what's in the boxes, and bring it before the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. And piece by piece, just deal with it. As hard, as painful, as uncomfortable, is deal with it. And sometimes we need help to do that.
Yeah. It's, for instance, we just mentioned the Father's House and Micah and Wayman and so many others bringing food over, helping us unload the pods.
My brother, my dad.
Yeah, your family. We couldn't have done this on our own. On this side, we couldn't have done it on our own over in Hawaii. And you can't do this on your own. If your marriage is in that place right now where you're ready to give up, where you're ready to join the statistics of others that are saying, I'm done with this. Cindy and I just want to encourage you. don't give up.
Yeah.
That if God is allowing this season, it's because he sees your marriage the way it's always meant to be. He's not condemning you. He's not wanting to say it's a lost cause. He's actually wanting you to bring the boxes, bring the stuff to him and let him have it. So whether that's reaching out to a friend like we had to do to help unpack all of our stuff, reaching out to friends, family members. Yeah. It takes some vulnerability to admit we've got some hardships. Yeah. Cindy and I have gone to marriage counseling quite a few times over the course of our almost 23 years of marriage, because some things we just can't unpack on our own. It's been there for so long. Yeah, we think it's supposed to be there, right?
Sometimes we need a third-party perspective,
yeah,
and not a third-party perspective of a friend that's going to be like, yeah, you deserve, and give us what we want to hear, but we need to have someone who tells us what we need to hear. And hopefully that's someone that has a relationship with Jesus that can give us a perspective that's healthy and holy and will point us back towards righteous living, which sometimes means making, hard choices.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've gotten help before, and it's really helped us a lot. So that's a really great consideration if you're in a place of struggling, is to get some help.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments below how we can be praying for you. When we get tired and weary, it begins to feel overwhelming and impossible. We've felt that with this move multiple times. Notice we're drinking copious amounts of coffee, but not even caffeine is enough to get you through this. No. We got to have the power of the Holy Spirit and the strength of brothers and sisters around us. I think of Matthew 11 when Jesus says, "Come unto me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you'll find rest for your souls." The only way we can take his yoke is by giving him ours. So whatever it is that's weighing you down, weighing your marriage down, your family down right now, you've got to surrender that first. Hand him the box and everything that's in it so that you can receive his yoke that is easy and light. It's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So that we can actually have better marriages on the other side of COVID-19.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're so thankful for you. We want to be praying for you during this time. We're thankful that we can process what we're going through with you, and we hope that you'll feel the same. We will check in next week.
All right. Have a great week.
Yeah.
God bless.
God bless.
These donuts are good, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Super good.
We need some more. Where's the apple fritters?